All right, so just gonna get a little daily heat here, which means that he's gonna have his top of his foot hooked to my inner thigh here. He's wrapped around the outside, and this foot is either gonna be a push or a pull, right? He probably is gonna actually wanna put his foot on so that he can start to stretch me out, right? If he's got this kind of hooked here, then I can start to like come up this way, maybe I'd be able to pass or whatever. So he wants to be able to control the distance here by keeping that as either a push or a pull, depending on what he's trying to do here. So I need to start to break this down. So I'm gonna move over this way just a little bit. So from here, I'm just gonna disconnect and I'm gonna gather up this leg, right? From here, I wanna make sure that my foot is right behind his butt and I'm gonna stomp my other foot right in front here, right? So from here, I can get kind of a triangle position here. I want to keep my legs flared, right? And I'm going to start to straighten out here, or I can take my arm and come up to the front here. It's really important that my feet are creating a frame on his butt here. We'll move here in a moment just so you guys can see it. But if I try to pinch here, he can start to roll his hip and he can start to maybe bend his knee and get out of here, right? But by creating that more of a frame there, makes it a lot harder for him to do that. So, I'm going to stand over here. Scoot over that way quite a bit. Alright, so Jack gets that daily Riva here, right? And I'm going to gather up his foot as I step back. From here, I'm going to drop down. I'm going to create a frame on his butt. I'm going to take this arm, swim underneath here. I want to keep a nice firm frame here, and I'm just going to extend my hips a little bit. Be very slow, be very careful with this, because he's going to feel a little bit of a stretch here, but if I go too fast with this, I can hyperextend his knee and fuck it up pretty easily here. So just be really, really careful about this, especially when you go for the underhook or underswim like this, which I prefer, because with this grip, it's a lot easier to go really far, really fast. It's a lot tighter than the other one. So the other option that we have, kind of from the same thing, is what I'm going to do is he's got that push, he's got that hook here, right? I'm going to actually take that back step here, and I'm going to swim. I'm going to pull this leg up on top, and I'm going to swim under. So I'm pulling, and I'm hooking that ankle that's behind me here. Right? So I'm going to come down into that same position, which is my saddle position. I'm going to push down with my forearm, my elbow here, as I'm pulling up on this ankle here. And what's happening is I'm compressing his calf against his shin here, and if I go too far here, then his shins will break, right? So we're just right there. This is one that, again, you saw me kind of struggling with this for a moment here, because it's one of those things that's a little bit mind-boggling, a little bit just getting into that breaking sticks. But I'm just going to double hook here. I'm going to step back, and I'm going to shoot my ankle side arm through, so I'm going between the two ankles. The far side leg is the one that's on top, and I'm just going to sit down, right? And I'm going to create a frame here. My knees are apart, and then I just pull up on my pinky as I drop my forearm down into that breaking sticks position. All right, so there's your knee bar and breaking sticks from the daily Riva.